I have a new toy. I've been making these types of videos for the past 3 years, which is crazy to me that I've been on YouTube for 3 years now. I really just want this video to be more of a celebration of just getting through this year. You know, no matter how many costumes you finish, no matter how many projects you finished or didn't finish, because we can all start out a year fully enthusiastic and ready to hit the ground running, and then things will crop up. I only technically finished 1 costume this year. If I looked at that one metric, the 1 costume that I finished this year, that is just doing a huge disservice to everything else that I was able to accomplish this year. It was a challenging year. It was definitely one of the harder years that I've had, but it was all in like service of where I am now. Now I did really stick to this. I know that the no cosplaying idea was kind of confusing to a lot of people. Really all that it meant was I didn't have any idea of what I wanted to work on after Mando and Bo-Katan, and I didn't want to like stress myself out over trying to find out what that was. I was so tired. Those 2 builds, like never building 2 armor cosplays at the same time ever again. I really think that having no cosplans or no huge build really helped me out in more ways than one, because there was just a lot of other things going on behind the scenes. I ended up wearing my Commander Shepard to PAX East this year and just got to really enjoy just being that character again. I hadn't worn that costume since like 2020. I even got to like, you know, stop over by the BioWare booth and get some pictures over there. And it really reminded me of like why I love cosplay. It's like I dress up as these characters because I love the character so much. I love the fandom, the property so much. I feel like I've kind of gotten away from that. The same thing holds true for my Bo-Katan cosplay. I re-wore that cosplay to death this year, and I'm going to be re-wearing that cosplay for years and years to come. 2022 was definitely the year of re-wearing cosplays, and that's just gonna keep going forward. And I definitely recommend, if you're there sitting like, wow, I only have 1 costume and I feel like I need to have more, like, you have a costume. Wear that costume to death, because that's like the whole fun of this hobby, you know? Like, just because you don't have something new, shiny, and like exciting to show off, who cares? Like, you have that thing that you really love that you made, wear that. Don't let anyone else like crap on you telling you that it's too many years since Horizon Zero Dawn came out or what have you, that you can't wear something, so screw them. And the last 2 goals that I had, these are actually ones that I didn't really publicly share because it would be kind of weird to publicly share them. I had the goal to launch a Patreon as well as a Discord this year, and I did both of them. I was super nervous about it because Discord is like my nightmare, like setting it up. Now that I just kind of think of it as this growing and evolving thing, it's a lot less stressful. And I had like a lot of other great things happen this year. Like, I guested at my first convention. It was such a great time being at that convention and just getting to meet so many of you in person. I gave my first panel there as well. And then at the end of the year, I was nominated, became a finalist for, and then won Cosplayer of the Year for the Gamers Awards, which I know that you're probably sick of me saying that I'm still processing it, but like I still am processing the fact that I actually won that award. Out of all the years, the year that I barely did any cosplay work was the year that I got Cosplayer of the Year. But it definitely goes to show like that's what I want to do on this channel. My channel is not solely about tutorials. I really want it to be like this all-encompassing space where we talk about like the struggles and the mental side of it and just like anything related to cosplay, you know, because I love tutorials. Like, obviously we need them, but man, they burn me out real quick making those. And I really just like talking to you guys and chatting about this hobby. So, and it seems like a lot of you guys do too, so thank you. And then to top all of that off, there were 2 other big things that happened in my life where I ended up getting diagnosed with ADHD this year, which was a long time coming. I made a video about it. I'll link it here for you guys. Getting on medication for it, as well as going back to therapy and just really learning how my brain works, especially whenever it comes to cosplay. It has been such a good thing for me. I'm glad that I went through it. I feel like I know myself so much better, and I feel like I am so much better prepared going into 2023 in terms of like YouTube and content and cosplay and just general life stuff. And then the other big thing is that my husband and I ended up finishing a home renovation in our house. This was not planned. Like, we didn't go into 2022 thinking, oh yeah, we're gonna like redo the basement and all this other stuff. Everything started out with, you know, a simple idea of, I think I just want to paint this wood paneling. And we did paint a little bit of it and it looked okay. And then the more and more we thought about it, we were like, if we're gonna redo this basement, we're gonna redo it right. And that is how we got to this point with having drywall everywhere, new lights and everything. And I'm so happy to be in this new space. It was a lot. And I have a lot of things to talk about whenever it comes to the headspace because wow, it really did throw me for a loop. Was so burnt out from doing this home renovation that I didn't think that I was going to make a costume again. I really mean it. There was a good two months in there where I was like, I cannot think about making any more costumes. So if you're wondering if it doesn't happen to me, it 100% happens to me and you are not alone. And I went through all of that and still was able to keep up with YouTube. Now, I was not keeping up with YouTube in the way that I was hoping. I was really hoping to get a lot more tutorials and things out for you guys this year, but once I got my ADHD diagnosis, like kind of a light switched in my head, and I'm not saying that this is an excuse or anything, it's more of an explanation. It was one of those things where I was like, I have been go for like my entire life, like especially the past 5 years whenever it comes to cosplay, and I had to put the brakes on, you know, like if I kept continuing in the way that I was, I would not be making videos right now. I would be beyond burnout. I don't even know what like past burnout is, you know, maybe resentment of it. And just be able to sit down and film this video for you guys in such a better headspace than I was back in 2021. It means everything. So all in all, I am pretty damn happy with my 2022. Like there was definitely a lot of struggles that I dealt with. It's all for the better. And I hate to sound like some kind of cliche motivational poster, but they really, like everything that happened this year it really just has made me a better person. And I feel so much more level-headed. I feel so motivated and enthusiastic for 2023, where last year I remember like I filmed that video and I was more relieved that I filmed that video and finished everything that I did than feeling a sense of accomplishment, you know? And to like end this video, I really just want to show off some of the stuff that you guys accomplished this year, because whether you know it or not, just sharing your progress photos, things that you wanted to accomplish, sharing your goals with me, it really means a lot, and it is incredibly inspirational because these are the things that I love about this hobby. I just love seeing other people do the things that they want to do. And if I can be that person to kind of give you that permission slip to not give a crap about what other people think, like tons of people that probably think what I do is ridiculous. Like, why am I sharing all this stuff on the internet? I've spent so much of my life being told that I'm doing things the wrong way. And I just hope that I can show you that there really is no right way. Do whatever makes you happy as long as it's not illegal. I can't thank you guys enough for sharing this kind of stuff with me, letting me know your struggles, letting me know how my content has helped you out, because you guys sharing that with me helps me out more than you could ever know. So that's it. I need to go eat something before I film another video, but I want to know what you guys are proud of this year. Like, what did you get to finish? What costumes did you finish? What projects did you finish? It doesn't have to be cosplay, anything, big or small, finished or unfinished. Let me know what you got accomplished this year, and maybe even if you're willing, what you think you might want to do in 2023, because that is going to be next week's video where I'll share like my goals of 2023. But until then, I hope you guys have a good new year, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye!